Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. JC here, and for this final episode, I have a chipmunk.
Yellow!
So he was there at the start, and I thought it'd be best that he's here at the end.
Yeah.
Because, well, I have nothing else to do, and I've got to try and make up 45 minutes worth of stuff. What? I totally don't do that normally.
No.
So what I was doing is just I'm showing off our
sea cat. Let's have a look. Is it? Yeah.
all these two streams.
Yes, but if you look, they're coming out the wrong places.
Yeah, they're supposed to be coming out of there.
Game designers. What do you do with them, eh?
Because this is weird. Oh, those are the buckets.
They're the reversing buckets.
They're the reverse. So it's supposed to have 4.
Yes, got 4 jets.
Yeah, I only just realised what those were just there. They're reversing buckets. They swing down to propel the jet underneath there so it can go backwards.
Yep. Because you can't reverse water jets.
No. So it shouldn't be coming out of there at all.
Nope.
It should be 4 coming out of there, but obviously technicalities.
Game designers.
Technicalities. Look at all those people inside there. There's 90 people in there and it's only got room for 100.
That's what, yeah. What's wrong there? A bigger capacity than that. Oh no,
It probably does in reality.
No, they're the passenger ones, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yes,
passenger.
they're the smaller ones.
Smaller passenger only. It doesn't transport any cars.
How fast is that little?
That little puppy moves at about 43 miles per hour.
That's quite fast for a ship.
Yep, that's why I went for it.
Come on then, what's it look like? Let's get going.
There you go.
Oh. Not exactly riveting, is it?
It's a boat.
A paddler looked better than that because there was stuff moving on it.
Got radar dish.
Oh yeah, I'll give it that. Oh yeah, both radar dishes go round.
Yeah. Ah, fancy.
Fancy schmancy.
Right, enough.
Right, so
That's just going to whiz back and forth between there. Right, yeah. It's just sort of basically an overview at this point. Just having a look at each town and remembering where they started off as, and now that they've expanded. Look at that. You know, I put all that stuff in.
Yeah, they
expanded out into it.
To fit it. The station's busy.
The stations are always busy.
Yep.
There's like almost 500 people sitting in this station. Sounds about right, actually. For a station like that.
Right.
Because that would be a lot bigger.
It's also.
We've got a train coming. I could hear it off screen coming up behind me.
Yeah, okay.
So there's a train coming.
And the train just fit the platforms, or did you extend the platform?
Oh, I extend the platforms.
Yeah. Which train? Ah,
One each direction.
yes.
They're just slightly longer than.
The other platforms
Yeah.
would have been.
Because before they would have. The platform would have come to. Yep. You can see they were just a bit longer.
Yep.
So I put 2 platforms in, and they fit perfectly fine.
They have, if I remember rightly, they have extended a lot of the platforms to take bigger trains in our area.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Oh yes, the incredible trams that teleporting trams.
Yeah. It was more noticeable on this side because its tail was like wow, out here somewhere. Can I be bothered to extend the platform to accommodate them?
And the tram has just knocked over 4 people.
Oh no! Don't worry. I make a comment that there was a tram. It was just mass murder. It just murdered. It basically disgorged a whole load of people. They went round here and it basically just ploughed straight through every single one of them.
Oh, they're obviously transphasic trams.
Yes, along with phasic people as well.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Portsmouth.
That's cool.
Southampton has
Sprawled. It's more.
yeah.
Appears to be more built up in Portsmouth than it does in Southampton.
It would appear that way, but then you've got a lot of medium-sized buildings in here.
Yes.
I mean, there's some tiny little places that have got. Where did I point it out last episode? I think it was. You've got stuff like Andover. There's got this zonking great building in the middle of it. What?
My God.
What? What?
Vertical urban sprawl.
Yeah, in these tiny little
What's
places.
The one? Not Reading. Newbury. Let's have a look at Newbury.
Newbury's got one. Got a couple.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't think so somehow.
I mean, I think the limit that it should be is like this.
Yeah.
This tiny little. It's high, but it's not.
For the UK.
It's not London high.
That's London.
That's
high.
London. That's a capital city's kind of size. That's your sort of large town size.
More UK towns, UK city size as well, apart from London. I don't think there are because we don't.
I mean, we've got some like that kind of size. That's the whole point.
We don't sort of build upwards usually.
We've got plenty of space. We don't need to.
Yep.
See, this is more like it.
Yes.
A little bit right in the centre is a bit high-rised.
I mean, we probably only have about 3 or 4 that size.
Yeah, but it's the game. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It would be in the centre normally. You know, your town centre would have some of these big buildings, and the rest would all be this kind of stuff.
But for a town to have buildings like that in the middle of it, it would have to be about 10 times that size in urban sprawl.
Oh yeah, be out be here somewhere.
Oh, here be your motorway.
Yep.
This is our motorway.
I'm not talking about that.
God.
I'm not talking about that.
Bracknell. Well, no,
Bracknell's got.
Bracknell does have a few, but not that sort of size. Shall I think what Brighton's like? Oh, we'll go and have a look, shall we?
It's about accurate.
Yeah.
Large buildings in here, but mostly all sprawl. And it has actually obeyed the track. What? Actually, or did I put that in? I can't. I may have put that in to just say, look, numbnuts, don't go further than here.
But it won't go over the track. That's what gets me. It won't build bridges.
Oh, it will. No, it won't. But there are some places where it has. Where was it? Where we put in a. I remember one of these had actually spilled round.
Train line.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm just going to be randomly wandering around until I see what I'm looking for. Don't worry about it. Meet. Alright. Thanks. 2011. I can't remember which one it was.
Might have been Worthing.
Worthing has, definitely, because it's put in a road round it.
Yeah, because it's tunnels.
Yeah, but one of the other ones we did something else. I know it's along this line. It's somewhere out in this madness, but yeah, they go. You would not want to be living, or oh wait, no, they're all industrial. It's fine.
Working, yes.
Jesus.
More people in our version of Hailing Island than is in the real thing.
Portsmouth is just like, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
There's no public transport out here. I've done all of that. I didn't do any of here.
Oh dear.
It's the end of the series. Can't be bothered. They just keep expanding so much. It's just like, I'd have to spend like every other episode going around and fixing them.
Yes.
Yeah, it's one of these that's got a land section near it, and they just went round.
Yep. What about the London to Brighton? The London to Brighton ones?
Maybe. sort of, it's heading that way. It would have probably sort of done it. Look at that. It's like, nope.
Definitely not.
Nope.
Would not be allowed.
No, it would not. I mean, the limit is probably something like that, maybe, possibly.
And we've only actually got 1, 2 like that in the whole of the town centre.
Yeah.
Still.
Technicalities. No, okay.
No.
None really. So I keep seeing this line and going, that's it. No.
The road.
There's another one that's possibly going to do it.
Going to do it.
It started to grid up. So given time, it put another. See, it would have put a grid line across there because I put the bus stop. It's just like, nope, can't.
Nope.
But yeah, it's possible it'll pull round here.
Yeah.
Now, if I actually went and put in another access point here and connected that road up, oh yeah, they go all over that because it'd be access on both sides. I remember I actually did that at one point. I put access on both sides and they just went nuts. But no, most of them they've only got. Look at that! Look at it. I also updated the trams for most. Most trams are running either the big long ones or if they're the actual route, they're running the faster.
Mm-hmm.
Made by Skoda. Mm.
Ah. Mm.
Yes. Oh, we've been running on slow speed all this time. Oh, moron.
Right, so.
Now we're moving at fast speed. We're actually get some dates going past.
Yes. We could do a couple of ride-ons.
Just to sort of. Oh wait. Both of them that are heading towards Dover have got the right colour, apparently.
Ah. What about the London route?
What? The London to Dover.
Yes.
As I said, any route going to Dover
has got those other trains. You changed them.
I changed them last episode. Ooh! Oh, excuse me, sir. Wow. Can we ride with you? We're going to ride with you. No.
We're going to Dover.
We're heading to Dover. Should we go first person because it actually gives us some information?
Yeah.
No, we are travelling at 3 times speed, so this could get a bit jarring.
Nausea-inducing.
Hello.
It's driver Bob.
Holy shit!
There's a lot of people waiting on that side, but there's not a lot of people waiting on our side. Lots of people want to go into Brighton. I suppose.
Yeah, I know, it's horrible, isn't it?
Well, we're full again.
Yeah, that's what tends to happen. That's why there's so many people waiting here to go to Brighton. Because by the time they've called all the other stops, there's not many people getting off, so there's not many people getting on. It's the problem with doing a
multiple
point to point, doing a full route.
Yeah.
Whereas in the first series, I did a point to point.
So anybody going from, say, London to Dover would have to change trains at every single station.
Yes, but you can regulate the size of the train depending on. You don't get a train that's
Already
filled up before it reaches this point, and only gets rid of like 5 or 10 people, so it can only pick up like 10 people. It'll always pick up a full payload because it's getting rid of everyone.
So we're emptying at the other end. Yes. A few people at Eastbourne.
Just a few.
Want to go to Brighton from Eastbourne because it's
And what you'll find is at the other end of here, there'll be a load of people on this side.
Not very many people. Yeah.
Because of the way it works. Whee! Just sort of nestle in here, shall we?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't really get to do much in the way of cosmetics, but then I'm not cosmetically minded. Unfortunately, I'm a practical person.
Private cars. Deploys the missiles.
Deploy the railgun! Just blast away at them.
Yes, but just blow its own containers away.
Technicalities.
Carried away there, dude. Why is that? You took out 5 containers.
You took out 5 catenaries. They're only hanging on by the wire now. Technicalities.
There's the other one.
That's one full station. Hastings. There's another one
I like the way they go to the end of the platform and then
teleport
and just disappear.
Yes. It's quite a frequent service now with there's like at least 10 or 12 on every single line. I think no.
Yes.
London to Dover is probably too short. I need to add 2 more. Well, you know. Oh dear. A boring tunnel. Wait.
Literally, been boring a tunnel.
Yay, scenery. Dirt and more dirt and another train.
Oh, we're in Kent now.
Dry. You notice in the middle there's nobody.
Yes.
The midpoint is where these trains are able to still keep up with demand. It's when you get to the far end that they just don't have enough people getting off to pick up.
Because we've got 121 passengers at 150, so we've got 19.
Yeah, but most passengers are only moving like 1 or 2 stops. You very rarely get ones heading right towards the end, but they do slowly accumulate. So you'll find that half the train wants to go to the terminus. Which means when you get to beyond the halfway point, you just don't have the capacity, so they slowly but surely build up.
That's going to happen in a minute.
Yeah, the next few stations will probably be jam-packed on this side and relatively empty on that side. This side, that side. No, big buildings, they should be there. Nuke them.
And those would be
Fancy
on the
bridge.
right-hand side as well. Nestled in amongst the
Hills.
L's.
You shouldn't be able to hear that beeping from here, but never mind. No, they still... Platforms are still relatively empty at this stage. We went all the way down to 81 and then up to 140.
Yep.
Whee! Off we go again.
Yep. Through the hills.
Pretty much. That road could go piss off as well.
Really off.
Oh, just looking at those towns when it's auto-gridded them, it's just like, I feel dirty.
Yep. You could have fun and games when you do the next series of these.
Oh, yeah.
Because you've got the West Coast Main Line that literally goes along the coast.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah. The original is a Brunel jobby.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's full. Yeah, okay. Well, we've gone to
Over.
Bright Dover. Oh, we got some unlocks. Not an awful lot. Nothing yet. So,
This is
oh look! Our next train has arrived. Hello, everybody! Prepare for jarring transition. Brakes. Any time now.
Tick, tick, tick.
There's the beeping. Oh,
Yep.
it's still full.
Full.
Train's full and the platform's still full. But yes, this time we're heading to London.
We're going to Nognoll.
If you hadn't quite realised, it's probably going to be an entire episode of just riding the lines. Because I'm just passing time.
Well, it's, you know.
It's an overview. Seeing as I didn't actually manage to put in much in the way of cosmetics.
This is what we've done.
Yes.
We think it's working.
There we go. That's a bit better. Not much traffic on the roads, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
The older car, you're always going to get that because they've expanded outside the range, or they just want to spite me. Decent bridges, though.
Lumpy landscape equals decent bridges.
Yeah. I wonder if it's going to get even worse in the next series.
You don't know, because I swear it's generated at random.
What?
The hills.
No.
Because,
The map's pre-made.
yes, something like Brighton was completely comparatively flat. And as you know only too well, Brighton is not flat.
No. And there are technicalities when it comes to the actual game, because, let's be honest, the game does not deal with hills, especially in an urban environment. Just take Dover and the area around there for an example of how bad it can handle.
Folkestone.
Yeah. How badly it handles. Normal slopes it can handle, but you get a hill, and oh my god, throws a fit.
I haven't seen any sign of your North London motorway.
You'll see it eventually.
Look, going towards London. No, that's not London.
No. As you can see, what it does with weird things with hills.
Yep.
Not sure what that is. Oh my god! Look how full this is. Yeah, this is probably the London to Dover line that actually needs another set of trains put on it. I think it's
Mind
running
you, it
two
went
low
down to
trains.
63 people and then went back up to 150. So you are picking people up because some are getting off.
Yeah.
So it's working.
It's working. I think this line needs another
Maidstone.
nice tram working over there. Yeah, I think it needs another set of trains. So I think this is the line, because it's the most recent line. I didn't put as many on. Having a look at the weird and wonderful landscape.
Yes.
Dartford. Well, it's unlikely you're going to see much, if anything, of the motorway because
the other side of the river and there's
yeah.
hills in the way. And, yeah.
it's unlikely. You might see it from this point on because they get relatively close to the river. Maybe you'll see it in the distance as long as I remember to look to the right.
Can you ride on a tram? Oh, no.
Yes, you can ride on anything.
You could take a private car and go for a run on the motorway.
Yes, I could do.
This is not because it's an abomination.
I'm not gonna because you'll probably just end up in stuck traffic.
That's true. He's being very M25-ish.
Just broken.
Yep.
Project London was a neat idea that didn't work.
Nope.
Nope. Not in this reality. Not for. That's not. That might actually be Dartford because some of these were put away from the towns. That's Dartford.
Yeah.
What is this world coming to? Please carry on. I wish to get away from here. Goodbye, peasants. Oh, sorry. Passengers. Peasants, passengers. Close enough.
both begin with a P.
Yeah. That might be it. I'm not sure. No, it would be on that little green stretch in the middle of the screen.
Yes, it would be beyond them.
It would be beyond visual range. Oh my god! Yes, definitely.
Let's see how many people get out.
150. 106.
106, and back up to 150 again.
Yeah.
Yep.
It needs more trains.
Exley Heath.
The system is working. The buses and everything is actually working quite well. And this is the first, I've managed to run an entire series totally just on passengers.
Yeah,
No freight was moved.
No freight whatsoever.
It is entirely possible to do it.
The only way you do this would be possibly for dedicated freight lines.
Oh, if I wanted to do freight in here? Oh yeah, no, they wouldn't be sharing these lines. Oh god, no. Let's be honest, I can barely keep up with the amount of passengers I've got. If you went and through freighted it, the towns would grow even more. So there'd be even more passengers.
Greenwich.
Hello down there. Having a good day waiting.
Carry on.
Carry on. Wear a hat. Wearing hats means the sun doesn't get on you because the sun never stops shining.
It's a very nice day. It's never rainy or windy.
Very unlike the reality, where it's always either rainy or windy. Or both.
It's blowing an absolute hooligan at the moment.
Oh yeah, the tree outside is doing a little bit of jiggy.
Yep.
Those are the normal sort of clouds we see. The black underside. They're the ones that can rain on you.
Oh. Yeah. Yep.
Yep. Heading for Victoria.
Victoria.
And what we'll do is we'll hop out at this point. We've got... Oh! We've got more pushers. That's the second set of pushers you get in this game.
Towboats. Yes.
Which is nice. But I did say that
You're going to put some more trains on the line.
I'm going to pause it for a moment. For a moment.
Yes.
Yeah, London to Dover only has 8.
8.
12. 10. It needs at least 2 more, but I've got to wait for that to get out of the way. 'Cause, yeah, the last episode I made a little bit of a boo-boo.
You tried to deploy a train to a...
Yeah, no, it worked. It was just marginally too short, and its tail was blocking the line, so it completely threw a wobble.
Yeah.
Right, now I can deploy it. Right, we want
This is London to Dover, so you want...
that one. London to Dover, so I want /2 4-car, that one.
Mm-hmm.
That. I said there was 6 on there?
8.
There's currently 8 on there at the moment, so I need 9 and 10. Yeah, it's highlighted. The track just disappearing off the bottom of the screen. London to Dover. Whoosh!
Let me go down to Dover.
That one's just leaving.
Oh.
But here it shouldn't make much of a difference because of the length of track I've got to wait on. The /2 4-car, there it is. And this one is London to Dover
10.
10. I have a lot of trains running. Dover.
Ain't doing bad for income either. 6.8 billion. You're a billionaire.
If I'm not spending anything, yeah, I make 260 mil
a year.
if I don't spend anything. Yep. This is at that moment you realise that the game cannot kill you anymore.
Yes.
There you go, that's going to pull out and done. Right. Now, where did we get to? We got to London, so we should really be doing the other stretch.
We could do London to
2013.
And a train just leaving as well.
London to Southampton. There we go. Up. Forwards. Off to the side slightly. There we go. Right.
Yep. And away we go.
Problem is it? I can't actually remember the keyboard shortcut for actually making it go faster. There is one.
Ah.
Never mind. Up, sideways, forwards.
Rotate.
You can just see that. There we go. It means that's not directly in the middle of the screen.
Well, that's a roller coaster ride, this one.
Yeah, I know. Brilliant, isn't it? There we are. The bouldery fields.
Yes.
I'm not entirely sure why there's so many boulders. Game. Okay. Because, of course, for most of this part of the country, those boulders would have been removed a very, very long time ago, and fields would have been put in their place.
Yep.
Something I didn't get to do. As I said previously, cosmetics take a very low priority on my to-do list.
Yeah, 100 mile an hour.
Yep. That's the max these go, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like in reality, they don't. Unlike other countries, our trains can go faster, but we just don't let them. Because I think this train or...
This train will only do 100. I remember when you got it.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember in reality. I think the train can go faster, but it's been limited for our network.
Yes, because of the northern network, the London to Scotland network, they have 125 mile an hour. They've been doing that for years. But interestingly, that hasn't appeared in this game.
I just like it when we see that go past and go, yeah, I've ridden on the train that looks just like that.
Yeah.
Yep. Used to be a commuter. Then I woke up. We'll have a quick little gander at the scenery while we're... The town in the distance. Excuse me. Then we've got this monstrosity. It's the only problem I find with catenaries.
Getting away.
Yeah, you're looking at it, it's just whoosh, 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 whoosh. Trying to look at the scenery. If only third rail worked, but no, it doesn't. Not that it matters in the next series, because they won't. Strictly speaking, there would be a little bit of third rail, but not much.
No.
It would be the southern part. Beyond that,
A lot of it would be diesel.
I mean, the next series we may actually use a lot of the diesel multiple units, because there is a few of them, but there's loads. You saw loads of electrics. There's not many diesels, but they do exist. They're just slower because most of them only move at well, last time I checked, most of them only move at 75 miles per hour. in the game. I don't know whether newer ones have unlocked. So before the end of this thing, we'll have a look at what we can expect to see in the next series. That'll be interesting. Now, whether I'll remember that or not, no. While we're whizzing along, the next series, yes.
Where are we going for the next series?
We're going west.
West.
When we do come back to it, because it's not going to be straight away, when we do come back to it, we'll be doing Great Western. Or at least as much as Great Western as I can actually physically do with the maps that are available.
I'm not quite sure how far west that map goes.
It doesn't go all the way past corners. It does cut short.
Possibly it goes down to Plymouth.
Something like that. Yeah, it does most of it, but it doesn't quite do the end. You do get a reasonable chunk of Wales as well on that map.
South Wales, boy.
Yeah, you get that.
Oh, in the valleys. Be nice.
If I actually had any people who watch this who were Welsh, would probably be annoyed at this point or laughing their aces off.
Probably. Or you just get bloody English. What do you expect?
It's like when we try and do an Australian accent. Some get annoyed, some laugh, go, ha, it's close, but not quite.
Okay there, Bruce. No.
I'm glad my viewer count is so low that I can do these things and guarantee that I'm not going to offend anyone.
No, because you know who your viewers are.
Yep.
Not one of them.
Oh, was this was one of these that it's on this side and that side of the train track. This was the one.
You know
It
why,
naturally
don't you?
expanded. It just expanded down the.
We put that road in.
Yeah, but it was country, and it auto changed it into.
It has absorbed it. Like sticking houses on it.
Yeah.
Usually the railway tracks are pretty much a barrier.
Yeah. And here you'll see the atypical non-existent forest. We used to have them. We don't anymore.
Nope.
I love that there's a train shed nestled in this forest. And we have reached our destination, and if we're quick.
You might catch the other train. 124 mile an hour. Oh,
Yes. Yes. Anything above basically 100 is foreign. So now we're going Southampton. Oh, we're going to Brighton.
Brighton. Oh, South Coast.
We might actually spot the ferry.
Sussex Riviera. Yeah.
What?
No. No.
Too cold for that. You tried swimming in the water? I wouldn't recommend it. Unless you like hypothermia.
Hypothermia is an interesting thing to get.
Not.
Nope. Where's this thing?
Fair.
Ah, fair.
There's two ways of looking at it. You can either spot it when we stop at the station, or alternatively, it's right at the bottom of the screen,
So it is.
along with our passenger count and our current speed.
Full again.
Yep.
We're heading for Portsmouth. Heading for Pompey. Portsmouth does have some big tower blocks.
Yeah. Big place.
Not quite as big as those though.
No. Not quite. Oh wait, no. I was going to say, oh, we might see the ferry, but the ferry was at the terminus.
The ferry runs from Southampton.
Yeah, that was at the
Oh,
terminus.
look at that. Industrial buildings. I want to see what the arse end of any city looks like going to it by train.
Any town
Any
or
town
village.
or village or anything. Along the train tracks, that's where all the industrial stuff is.
Or the really low-end housing.
Yes.
Well, once we finish this, we basically completed the route, other than, you know, London to Brighton. But we did that right near the very beginning of the series, and we're going to be running low on time anyway, so...
Oh yeah, so we are.
We've done a full loop around the outside at this point, once we finally get to back to Brighton. We've done a full loop all the way around.
Yep. We'll be going to the station in the pit. Worthing.
Yeah, Worthing.
Won't see an awful lot around the Worthing station.
No, other than hills.
Do the hills and around pit. We can go in by tunnel, have the station, we go straight out again by tunnel.
Pretty much. That's the only problem with some of these lines is that, yeah, the next series will definitely have some town trimming.
Mm-hmm.
Before we start, I will trim down some of the towns so we get decent runs.
Into towns. Yeah.
Yeah. So some of these things can actually get up to their maximum speed.
So you'll be putting this line in.
Yeah.
London to Brighton line. Brighton to Southampton. Southampton to Weymouth.
Yep.
Terminate to Weymouth.
Was it? Yes, terminus.
Weymouth to terminus.
There you go, we've reached another station already. That's what I'm going to try and eliminate, because it only got up to like 60.
Ah.
Borgner.
Begnor Rogis.
Borgner. Yes, you T-pose to assert dominance. Pretty, isn't it?
Hmm.
If you're interested in rolling hills, boulders and trees.
That's what it is.
That's all the game really supplies you, really.
I'm not quite sure why they're white boulders, but still.
Eagles.
Maybe. Yes, they petrified the sheep and cows. And turned them into boulders.
I mean, yes, strictly speaking, that would look correct if some of those white boulders over there were cheap.
Hey, welcome to LA.
Little Hampton.
Little Hampton.
With a not very British looking house.
No.
Yes. Sort of. Why does it not look right? It's not made of brick.
Nope.
And the magical floating.
Floating boulders. Here we go. Boring tunnel.
Oh yeah, we're heading to
We're
that
going to
place.
Worthing.
We're heading to the pit.
Pit that is Worthing Station. Yeah. Worthing
God.
Station.
There's some terrain. There's a house built, so it jutted the terrain up to it. It's like, oh my god. Please stop. It's horrible. It's horrible. Making my eyes bleed, damn it, game.
And a pub with parasols outside.
Yeah, a massive building.
Yeah. Not really. Don't let this make you think what the south of England looks like.
Oh god, no, it's only a simulation. Though there is some strange some strange things working through the ceiling. I wonder what was built on top of here. Oh, those are the bottom of boulders, I think. They got a bit too close.
Yeah. Next stop, Brighton. Oh, there's Brighton.
Brighton. Oh, wait,
Brighton,
sorry.
Brighton.
Sorry, wrong series.
franchise.
Wrong series.
Oops. Oh dear. The inevitable autosave.
I mean, luckily we haven't actually been hit by an autosave while doing this that much, but, you know, really... Yes, that's it, peasants, stop. Oh yeah, I put these bits in. These little loop bits here, and that's what I got stuck on.
Ah.
It was basically so I didn't actually have to, you know, turn the trains around.
I'll tell you where we should stop this. We've got enough time. Company headquarters.
Oh, company headquarters. We even got the company headquarters. 100 years of the RAF special. Great Western Railway.
Yep.
Black.
There was a Caledonian diesel there. 520 mile an hour.
So,
We're going to go with. We're going to fly.
we're going to fly. We're running low on time. I mean, I was going to say we're going to have a little quick gander. Because I can't remember whether I actually put the HQ in or not. Maybe I didn't.
Headquarters. Build.
I didn't build the HQ, so that'll be the final thing we put in.
Right.
Final thing of the series will be actually put the headquarters in.
Where are you going to put the headquarters?
It's going to be where you think it's going to be. But first, see, these are all the electric things we've got. Basically, it doesn't matter. It's not one of ours unless it's got class something.
What's the Hitachi one? What's the speed on that? 140.
It's got no description either.
No description.
Right, what we're looking at is there. These are the diesel ones. At least we've got some class things. We didn't actually reach the current date.
The Voyager one. What's the speed? I thought so. Voyager DMU is used by Virgin Trains.
Mm-hmm. You got the class
156.
156, 158, 16.
There you go. Class 600. 800. 140 mile an hour. It's a Virgin Trains one.
Yeah.
I think you'll find.
I did include them. But they don't appear in here because they're that's always electric.
Go to the locomotives. Diesel.
Locomotive diesels, yeah.
Let's have a look.
After a certain point in time, we only got freight. Because that's the only point. Because everybody for passengers.
Go to an electric one a minute. Electric loco.
Everybody flipped across. The only ones you get are
Intercity.
yeah.
They will do 110 mile an hour. Yeah.
These are mostly all freight because all the passenger ones went across to multiple units.
Yes.
So in the next series, we may very well see a few of these, I think. First Great Western. And another.
First Great Western Link.
2 First Great Western Link livery and
First Great
a
Western.
different version of the First Great Western Link. Different one. Yeah, lots of different 3 cars, 2 cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very strange. Most of the ones are electric. You get the most out of electric. Because you get stuff like even the class 450.
Southwest Trains. I think Southwest Trains do the what's it run? They do the London to Southampton and London to Weymouth. That area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we'll have to see about that.
You might have to do some research.
I might do. That or I just bodge it. I'm sorry, residential. Well, maybe we just knock through the residential buildings. Sorry, residences.
Knock down the residential buildings that build our headquarters.
Only problem with this is there we go. Right, once it's gone, that's what our headquarters looks like now. Remember when we first started and I demonstrated?
It was a shack.
It was a shack. There we go. Look, I got a fountain out in front. Everything. Should we?
dispose of a couple of houses.
Put it on the corner there,
Yeah,
right next to the
go on,
station.
Kaboom.
Boom. Our headquarters. Oh, it actually fits that C&J Fabrications Transport Division.
Yep.
Look, boats we sort of used. Planes? No, never used them either. There should be a dirty great big train, and that's about it. Got a fancy looking building, but it's not a really...
From the building to the pavement.
There isn't one.
There isn't one.
It just sits there.
No one can get in.
They're not meant to.
No.
It's just a visual demonstration of your company's score. My company's score isn't that big.
Because you haven't done any freight.
Yep. There you go. Road vehicles, trams. A little overview. No aircraft. Top speed 100 miles per hour.
Length.
Cargo transported. Nothing.
Yeah.
Different cargo types. So part of my score is based on cargo, which I never did. Yes, that's because that's a massive thing for when it was first originally done, and then obviously the chart is completely skewed by this. Tracks. Towns. It's just town size, I think. Anyway, yeah, balance. I wish I could just eliminate this chunk. Yeah. That'd be fine, because I'll start in 1950, I think, the next time round. But there we go. We are,
Yeah, as we said, 1950s, a tail end of steam.
tail end of steam. You're just about tipping into stuff, and it won't. By the time I've actually put in a couple of lines, we'll be getting more towards this stuff, which means I'll actually have time to spend on cosmetic stuff if I wanted to. Whereas this time around, I was just racing to try and get to the current year, and failed that as well because I ran out of time.
Yeah, only 4 years short.
4 years short. What we can do,
Oh, well, those buses kink as they come off the ramp.
yeah. What we can do is just temporarily, is we can go see what we would have unlocked each year.
There you go, GWR.
Yeah.
They're the high speed bits. Buses. Yes, Class 800, Class 802s.
That's it. That's everything we would have gotten up until that's the current date.
That's slightly in the future. Technically.
That's technically
That's
slightly in the
November
future.
the 2nd.
And that's about it. We basically, at this point, I just demonstrated everything that we unlocked, and we wouldn't have been using any of it. But this is actually the last set of trains we were going to use.
Yep, because we don't get any of the streamlined trains.
No. They're the really long distance ones.
Distances aren't long enough.
No. Maybe in the next one when we've got some really long distances, we might be able to.
You can do London, Paddington to Bristol.
Something like
Just
that.
have one stop at Reading.
But on that note,
yes,
we went on a little bit longer than we should have because, well, we were looking into a few things, and we put down the HQ. I was going to use the ship, but I don't know. Maybe, just maybe.
Oh,
Nah, nobody wants to see this grubby building. They'd rather see a boat.
Of course.
There we go. It's decided. It's the boat, not the grubby building.
It's going to be the thumbnail. It's a bit grotty looking. What's a good coat of paint?
Especially that roof. Oh,
That's a copper roof.
yeah. You can't really pick out the details in there.
I'll zoom right in.
I did zoom right in, and that's it. Yeah, only just crystallised, but then you can't see the entire building. It's one of these weird things. You can't read the. If you want to see the entire building, you can't read the sign.
Oh well. No matter.
So there we go. We're going to end here. It's not going to be the thumbnail, but we're going to be ending here. I should note that the next series is going to be a bit weird. We're going to the Rim. We're going off planet.
Oh dear.
We're doing a bit of RimWorld. So look forward to the introduction of that when I explain the goals of that series, which is batshit insane.
Yes, that's true. It is.
Yep. My goals for that is insanity. So fun.
Android insanity.
Androids, nuclear, antimatter annihilation, and psionics. Plus some other stuff, probably, perhaps. Either way, on that note, thank you for watching. Until next time, this is JC and Chipmunk, out.
We'll be back.